To subdue the enemy without fighting is the ultimate. These are the words of Sun Tzu, general, philosopher, and author of The Art of War, but what does it really mean to win without fighting? And how can this ancient wisdom help us in a modern world full of unseen battles? The answer lies not in brute strength, but in clarity, restraint, and control. This is the strategy of the wise. The philosophy of those who understand that the greatest victories happen not on the battlefield, but before it ever begins. Sun Tzu lived in a time of war. A time when power was defined by armies, weapons, and bloodshed. Yet even then, he understood that real power was something different, something deeper. He wrote, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." To those who seek domination, that may sound like cowardice. But it's not. It's control. It's intelligence. It's knowing that the cost of conflict is often greater than the reward, and this idea, this way of thinking, finds a powerful echo in another tradition, Stoicism. Stoicism teaches that the path to peace lies not in changing the world, but in mastering your response to it. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." He didn't say to destroy your enemy. He said, be better. Stay calm. Remain virtuous. Like Sun Tzu, the Stoics believed that strength is not loud. It does not need to shout. True power is calm. Unshakable. Focused, and it begins by winning the war within, because the truth is, we fight every day, not on a battlefield with swords and shields, but in offices, relationships, and most of all, in our own minds. We fight against criticism. Against fear. Against anger, pride, and insecurity, and when we let those forces control us, we lose, before the fight even begins, but when we master them, when we rise above them, we win without lifting a finger. Sun Tzu wrote, "If your opponent is temperamental, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant." It sounds manipulative, but the deeper message is this: never let the enemy control your emotions. Because the moment you do, you've already lost. This is where Stoicism becomes your greatest weapon. The Stoic does not react. He reflects. He chooses his response. Imagine someone insults you in public. Most people would lash out. Defend their pride. Fight to prove their strength, but the Stoic? He does nothing. He remains still. Because he knows, an insult only has power if you grant it. This is not weakness. This is discipline. This is winning without fighting. Sun Tzu said, "He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight." To know when not to fight, that is wisdom. To walk away with your peace intact, your purpose unshaken, that is strength. In a world where everyone is fighting to be heard, the one who listens stands apart. In a world full of noise, silence is powerful. Sometimes, walking away is not giving up. It's refusing to waste your energy on battles that don't deserve your attention. The wise do not fight every war. They fight only when it's necessary. And often, they win before the battle even begins. How? By mastering preparation. By reading the situation, the terrain, the timing. By knowing themselves, and knowing their enemy. Sun Tzu wrote, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. But if you don't know yourself, you lose before you start." The Stoics knew this too. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." You cannot control the world. But you can control how you move through it, and when you do, when your decisions are guided not by impulse, but by principle, you become untouchable. You win by simply not losing your peace. You win by choosing stillness in chaos. By not allowing others to drag you into their storm, think of water. Water is soft, but it erodes rock. It flows around obstacles. It adapts, that's the Stoic strategy. That's Sun Tzu's strategy. Flexible. Focused. Quiet, but unstoppable. So how do you apply this in your own life? You start by pausing before reacting. You learn to observe your thoughts, your triggers, your patterns. You stop fighting battles that don't matter. And start investing your energy where it counts. You set boundaries without drama. You solve problems before they escalate. You gain influence not by force, but by presence. This is not passive living. This is power, refined, silent, strategic. The truth is, anyone can fight. But only the wise can win without it, and those who master this way, they don't just win the moment. They win the future, because they remain composed. They remain respected. And above all, they remain free. Sun Tzu said, "The greatest victory is that which requires no battle." So win without fighting, conquer without conflict. Lead without shouting. Defeat chaos with calm, because the one who has nothing to prove, has already won.